Hey guys, welcome back to part two, Godzilla -1 unboxing. And this is where I had to either decide to cut and edit the video from part one or just do a second one. So I just did the second one. And it was because of the whole tail section. And what I wanted to show everybody was that, well, if I can get my directions here, there is a little bit of a gap there. Not too bad. From a distance, it's hardly noticeable. On this side, it's very noticeable, but there was a twist on here that I was trying to line up the scales evenly, and I didn't realize that wasn't supposed to happen. So I didn't break anything, luckily, and it fits fairly well once you get it placed properly, obviously. So I did have to clarify something that I was saying before, that I was using the stove. I wasn't actually using the oven. I was using a stove top to just hold the bottom section up. And the reason why I wanted the directions is to show you what I did. I didn't want to bring the laptop over there and go through all of that. But there's an extension of the tail. It's a big rubber piece, and it fits into there. That piece will soften up quite quickly, actually, once you just get it next to a heat source. Like I said on my first video, a lot of people use a hair dryer. I don't have a hair dryer, so I just use the stove top and keep it about an inch or so off the, from the surface, maybe a half inch or even to an inch. That rubber heats up very nicely, very quickly. It doesn't get too hot unless you leave it there too long, obviously. And then you just have to judge how much it takes. You just put it on. Now it is a kind of a pain because you have to fold this part into that part right there. That has to fit into the hole. Anyway, excuse me. So it's kind of a pain where I actually had to hold the figure like this, take the tail, hold it on to over the surface heat, and then I had a butter knife because I had done this with my buddy from 1974, and that one was pretty easy. This one was a little bit more difficult because the scales are kind of in the way, and I couldn't get it to fit exactly, and I had to take the butter knife. So I use like the top as the where I use the butter knife. So I put it in at the bottom, kind of twisted it in. But once that rubber piece is heated up, it goes right in, except one little piece wants to kind of fold up. So I just held it, took the butter knife, slid it in, and popped it right on in. And that is it. And poof, I'm very, very happy. There is a tail stand, which will make it go farther like that, or you can tilt it back like this. But he kind of goes like that a little bit. It's a little bit weird of an angle. So, but if you put this tail stand down, he kind of leans forward, but he's more straight. I know the camera and the laptop doesn't quite show that, but I'll show it to you again. This is what it looks like with the tail stand right here, or you can adjust it, I guess. There's no real place for it. I think it's pretty much where I had it. I think I actually had it backwards. There we go. So that's the actual way to do it. I had it backwards. So the angle isn't that much different. This is facing you with the tail stand. 74 does not have to have one. And again, you can see the size comparisons. Get my angles here. There we go. And this is -1 without the tail stand. And you can see it's just kind of a goofy pose. depending on how much stuff you have, wherever you're going to do it, this tail is quite long. You might actually not use the tail stand. I will probably use it and then put him up on a higher pedestal, right? And that way he'll be up probably, who knows, head height, shoulder height, whatever I've got. So that is it, guys. Check out the part 1, the actual unboxing. There is a little bit of a line there, but you won't notice that. You can't notice that from the angles once you put them on the shelf or you display them. But this thing is freaking awesome. And I noticed in my part 1, I didn't hold these so people could look. I was a little excited. So again, if you want to get a good sculpt, I'll leave it there for a few seconds. Sorry if I'm going too fast like I did on the first video, but the sculpt is amazing. The hands are great. Everything about it is awesome. At least I think so. Get real close there for the teeth. I didn't get a very good close up on that in the first one. I didn't hold it there very long. So I'll do my best here to get the eyes in and stuff like that. And there you go. You get the picture. So that is it. And again, thanks for tuning in. Check out the first one and my Godzilla Showa Era Blu-ray DVD unwrapping. That was 3 hours. So I will see you later. And thanks again for dropping by. And again, if you could, leave a like and a comment. And if you could, please subscribe. That would be great. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.